DayZ update 123 has just hit the stable servers, and we're going to go through everything important that's been added, changed and fixed in this update. The official servers for DayZ 123 have been wiped, so all the servers will be wiped clean to a fresh restart. Your character has not been wiped, so any gear you logged out with before the wipe, you still have. This is down to the fact that the Northwest Airfield and castles were changed, and so if any bases were there, they would obviously be floating in the sky if they didn't wipe the server. So that's why the servers have been wiped. And if you like these update videos that I do, consider hitting that subscribe button down below. We're trying to hit 40,000 subs, and it really does help out. There has been a new weapon added in with this update. It is the M14 DMR. This gun is chambered in 308 ammo. It can take any optics that an M4 can. It only takes an improvised suppressor, and it also does come with a 10 round and a 20 round magazine. It is also semi-automatic only. The next biggest addition in this update is of course the new Northwest Airfield. A lot of buildings have been removed, a lot of clutter has been removed. They've made the airfield itself more open. They've added a lot more woodland around it, added a lot more hangars and different buildings and a lot more building ruins, and just completely changed and swapped around the way the airfield is, and it's a nice refreshing sight. They have added a new kind of loot spot, you could kind of call it, to the airfield, and it is of course the airplane crash, which now has supply crates around it. This is a static event, it doesn't move anywhere at all, it just spawns here and only here at the airfield, and you can get some pretty decent loot at it. You can now push vehicles if they get stuck in random places. This is a feature that a lot of people have been wanting for years, and it really does make driving a lot less stressful, especially if you get stuck on like a small little tree stump or a small little rock. You can now just push your car straight off of that, and you don't have to go around taking doors off and trying to do magic tricks with it to be able to get it unstuck, and it is an absolute great feature. The interior of castles has been changed. They've added a wooden structure that goes up the center of the castle. It's going to make building in these castles easier. It's going to make walking up and down the stairs of the castles easier. They have also widened the stairs of the castle, so there's less likely chance of you glitching off them and breaking a leg. They have also added some little holes in the floors on every level, so you can either shoot up into it or shoot down into it to make it a little bit better in PvP situations. And overall, it's generally a great feature. DayZ's Skybox got an overhaul. So the Skybox before used to be pretty crappy, and now they've changed it and completely redone it with a brand new one, and I gotta say it really does change how the game looks. Even at nighttime it's spectacular. You can see the Milky Way in the sky. During rainstorms it's amazing, and even during just pure blue skies, it gives the game a completely new look. The Off-Road Humvee and the M3S got a little bit of a buff. They messed around with the weight and the clutches of both vehicles to make them be able to go off-road easier and climb hills easier, and it does seem to work quite well. They fixed a bug with the double barrel shotgun where it wasn't firing correctly. It seemed like the shotgun was only firing out of one barrel sometimes, and it was giving mixed damage, and it was only firing one pellet at a time as well. It was very weird and quite bugged there for a little while, but happy to say it is now fixed. Some new weapons have been added to the toxic zones for Chernarus and Livonia. The VSD and the FAL have been added to the contaminated zones on Chernarus. And the VSD and the AUG have been moved to contaminated zones on Livonia, so no more finding them at convoys or heli crashes. You're going to have to go into the toxic zone to be able to find the VSD, the FAL or the AUG now, depending on what map you're on. I assume they've done this because the new DMR is going to be found at heli crashes and convoys. DayZ has reintroduced the field shovel. This used to be back in the alpha version of the game and it is now back in game. It can be found at military locations. It can be used as a melee weapon and you can also bury your Zeds or players with it, whichever you end up killing. DayZ have added new padded gloves into the game in black, tan and a grey colour. They've added in the winter quiff, which can also be found in some colours. They've also added the OKK Hat, which can be found in different colours. And they've added in the Patushok Hat, which can be found in different colours as well. And last but not least, they added in some new sound effects for crafting certain items like fireplaces, cutting t-shirts and a lot more different items as well. And that is all the important additions, changes and fixes that you're going to see in DayZ Update 123 when you launch it. It definitely is one of the biggest updates of the year. Probably might actually be the last update of the year. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, overall, I'm hyped to do it. I'm excited to go on and PvP in the airfield later on. So let me know your thoughts about this update down below in the comments section. I'd love to hear them as per usual. And I should catch you guys in the next video. So peace out for now.